You will have to excuse us when we explain the Death Watch list, because all Death Watch lists are a menace to read. So we'll just take in broad strokes what he has.
Well, Mikael plays a captain on a bike with a lightning claw, storm shield, and dominus aegis. A librarian with some resonance, premorphic resonance. Fortified with contempt, bolt gun, force axe, and he's a hero of the chapter, paragon of the chapter. Then he plays an Ultramarines Codex bike chaplain, with some canticles of hate, recitation of focus, a master of sanctity, litany of hate, beacon angelis. He's a warlord and wise orator.
So double screaming. And then we start with the troops. And here we will broad stroke it. He has 2 Indomitor kill teams with 3 and 4 aggressors in each unit. What else does he have in it? Heavy intercessors. And an Inceptor. So he has the ability to fall back and shoot with the Inceptor via one command point stratagem. He will probably just try to push up, shoot like crazy. When he gets tied up in combat, he fights one turn, falls back, keeps on shooting. And then he has Inceptors with Assault Bolters. Proteus kill team. With a jump pack dude, a Terminator, and some Death Watch veterans with storm shields. This list is almost unreadable. I am not certain how many Terminators he has in that unit. I think it's 2.
He plays a biker with a chainsword, and a watch sergeant with a thunderhammer.
And another Proteus kill team with a butt ton of Terminators. 1, 2, 3 Terminators. 2 with Thunderhammer and Storm Shields. 2 Deathwatch veterans with just bolt guns and Storm Shields. The captain with just a bolt gun. Just teleport Homer. Yeah. Another Deathwatch veteran unit with a biker. And a sergeant with a heavy thunderhammer. And a Spectrus kill team. That's a scout one with 5 incursors. And what else? 4 infiltrators. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will suggest, if you want to check this list, double check it on the BCP app, because it's just too much stuff in this list to read it all out. We will be sitting here till tomorrow. So let's go to Bebe's list.
He plays a Custodes list that's Shadow Keepers with an additional relic. And he plays Inquisitor Kyrian Draxus for mental interrogation, most probably.
Yes.
Then he plays a Shield Captain in a Lars Terminator armor. Champion of the Imperium, Peerless Warrior, Guardian Spear, Misericordia, Praetorian Plate, Victor of the Blood Games, Unstoppable Destroyer.
And he's a warlord. So he's counting on a cheeky, infinite long heroic intervention, just messing up whatever charged him.
And then he plays a Shield Captain on Golden Eagle Jet Bike, the Shadow Keepers, Lock Warden, Castellan's Mark, Harken Bolter, Misericordia, Stratagem Emperor's Heroes, Tip of the Spear.
He's just a what is called a character hunting bike captain.
Then he plays 3 Custodian Guard Squads with 3 Guardian Spears, a Misericordia.
Nothing special.
Nothing special there, really.
Nope.
In the elite slots, he plays an Arless Custodian. That's the
Bodyguard Terminator.
Bodyguard Terminator, 2 of those with spears and Misericordias. And then he plays a Contemptor Achilles Dreadnought with Infernus Incinerators, Lastrum Stormbolter. And I infer that he plays two of the same, but the second one doesn't have any sighted weapons, but costs the same. And he plays a unit of 3 Custodian Warden with Guardian Spear, Misericordias, Guardian Spear, Misericordias.
Yeah. So it's a very... Oh, there are more.
And we have some Vexillus Praetors.
With Vexilia Magnifica. Is the only thing interesting there. So he's aiming for... Magnifica is the -1 to hit one, right? Yeah. And so then 2 units of 3 bikes with salvo launchers. Right? No, the 1-3 has salvo launchers and the other 3 has hurricane bolters. So he's mixed it up a little bit.
That's it.
And we can go through the mission, Tides of Conviction. So it's let's see here. So it's a control 2, control 3, and control more. And the progressive is overrun. At the end of each player's first, second, third, and fourth turn, the player whose turn it is scores 2 victory points if they control at least one objective marker in their opponent's territory. What are they? This can't be the setup. Or have they just not? I must double check what they're doing.
They're on their own.
They're playing some. Oh no, it is correct. It is correct. I'm just. It just looks strange for me. I messed up. It is correct. But the thing is, it's a normal deployment, so they will deploy on the long sides, and they will try to control the objectives in the opponent's zone. And they score 2 points, but they can't score it the last turn. At the end of the battle, and at the end of the battle, you score 2 victory points for each objective you hold in the opponent's territory, for a maximum of 8 victory points per player.
So, who do you think have the edge in this matchup? Is a lot of shots from the Deathwatch player?
There's a lot of shots from the Deathwatch player, but Bebe has a lot of speed and reliability. He can also tuck people in between the ruins quite easily, and that will make it quite hard for him to shift him from the objective. And since his Custodes, it counts as 2 models on the objective. So I'm not sure who I would give this one to.
A tiebreaker could be that he's Shadowkeeper, so he's a little bit harder to hit.
Excuse me, what did you say?
Bebe is Shadowkeeper, so he's a little bit harder to hit with the shots.
But the problem is, Bebe is playing Custodes. Bebe is not a bad player. Neither of them are, to be honest. But he hits so hard, and he's fast. Sure, the Deathwatch player can fall back and shoot, but it doesn't really matter, because if Bebe connects, then he will kill a lot of stuff very, very quickly. And I wonder if the Deathwatch actually has the stopping power to stop Bebe.
I haven't seen Deathwatch being played in a long time, so I don't really have a feel for their damage output. But I would agree with you that, in general, I'm thinking that Custodes are just better Marines in almost every conceivable way. Like,
apart from 1 extra wound,
yeah,
hit of 2+,
yep,
strength 7.
yep.
So they are Marine killers. But then again, the Deathwatch player has a lot of Terminators as well. A lot of invul saves that he will get, so maybe he can tank him and just win on pure body count.
Yeah, if you could tarp hit them down. But, like, he has to solve the bikes, I think.
He has to solve the bikes to stop him from moving.
Yep.
And he must be really careful where he charge. Because if he shards him in a bad position, then he can just teleport his captain straight down, and he still counts as, is it like 2 or 3 models?
Yeah.
Or is it even 5 models?
I'm not 100% sure.
Only me neither, but it counts as more than 1 at least. So
yeah.
He must be careful. Because that gives him some mobility that you don't want to give him.
For sure. And the shenanigans with... No, probably the Deathwatch player won't charge Bebe.
Nah.
But the heroic intervention shenanigans is quite relevant in other matchups, where he might actually get charged.
Absolutely. But probably, he will probably want to charge Bebe because he has his Thunder Hammers.
Yeah.
And charging gives you movement.
For sure.
And you want that movement when you're playing slow foot-slogging armies like they're both doing. They rolled for sides, so they're switching sides. Bebe will be playing from the bottom, I think.
Bebe is never on top.
That's funny. Okay, Bebe is playing from the top.
So, what Qatars do you think Bebe will choose?
He isn't that shooty. I think for turn 2 or 3 he will choose the one that prevents him from piling in. Because I think he expects to get charged or counter-charged in turn 3 at least. Then he really don't want the one where you get more attacks. He just wants to keep it at damage to one shot most of his opponents. What more can we think? He doesn't have any monster vehicle. I don't really think the katas will be that relevant.
Maybe not.
The one thing he could use turn 1 is the move and shoot as you were stationary, because then he could advance and keep on shooting with his Melta bikes and just to get that movement turn 1. And Bebe is a very aggressive player, so I think he would like to advance and then shoot at maximum capacity.
It's like if you can force your opponents to make bad decisions early, so you can get an advantage. It's very beneficial, and like getting the board is always good.
Yeah, especially in the early turns.
Yeah,
when they're two really slow foot slogging armies like these two are.
Yeah.
Because it's not a classic Deathwatch army where you see those huge blobs of bikes or the triple eradicators in a heavy intercessor unit. It is more of a mix. So
yeah, it looks quite fun actually. Apart from it being a pain to read and understand what every unit does,
it is impossible to stream. Impossible to stream. That's why, if you want to know about it, check the BCP app.
Deathwatch aren't I haven't seen it a lot. in a while.
They did, but it's real. Nobody plays that watch anymore.
Nobody plays Marines almost, but that's not true.
Well, I think no, they're tied in this tournament together with Custodes, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of Custodes and there's a lot of just regular Marines in different
Flavors.
Yeah.
But I think Deathwatch is, I was about to say, probably one of the more competitive choices.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's an all-rounder. It will not defeat Tau. It will not defeat Harlequins. But it's a good all-rounder. You can put it up against pretty much anything and they can perform quite well.
For sure.
And now is the question, can it beat Custodes?
It's the question.
Yeah, because when we checked the list, I didn't see any Meltaguns.
Not really.
Of any kind. So the Dreadnoughts can become quite a problem.
I mean, he got a lot of Thunderhammers, but then he has to commit the Thunderhammer guys.
Yeah, but he also has 2 Dreadnoughts. And if he commits the Thunderhammer guys, then they're exposed for a counter charge. Depending on how they set up, of course. But also how the ruins are placed. The ruins have covered windows, so you can't see through like any of them, I think. And Bebe can position himself quite well in the center and then strike out to any objective with the spikes. And the bottom right hand side objective can also be quite easy to charge with ordinary foot sloggers.
So we're basically waiting for them to set up and select their secondaries?
Yes.
I would say that advantage Custodes, probably.
Probably. And he also has the redeploy, redeploy relic, the Custodes. So I would suspect Bebe to just place stuff, try to bait out the unit to be misplaced, and then do a refused flank, like switch it over, adding more threatening things to the other side. He didn't mention what he placed there, just
put something down.
Yeah. 3 Guardians. This must be the Spectus kill team, the infiltrating kill team. Being placed behind the rock.
So what's the difference between the heavy intercessors and the inceptors?
The Inceptor is the jump pack, the Primaris jump pack guy. And he's probably there just to get the access to the stratagem where you can fall back and shoot.
Yeah.
Especially considering he hasn't got any plasma. Another Guardian squad. Bebe says that he's looking the wrong way. Need to turn them on, facing the enemy. And that's right. Yeah.
Don't shoot your back ever to your opponent.
Double checks that he can still walk onto the objective. he will be able to tow it with one unit, one model. Here come. Five heavy intercessors behind the rock.
When does the kill team split up? Can they like combat squad as regular Marines?
They can combat squad like regular Marines. That's why you saw the 5 intercessors, 5 bikes, and then you combat squad them, so you get 5 bikes in one unit and 5 intercessors in another.
It's just a mess when you're writing the list.
Yes. It's a mess. So we... One unit of bikes. They are establishing some rules of manners, like they're both saying that I will probably say for intent, like I'm going to deep strike here, and they've also already decided if they accidentally forget something because they're stressed and on stream, then they can roll back and do that, which is good that it's decided before game.
Yeah, for sure. Like, talking to your opponent is one of the most important things at a tournament.
Yes, it is, for everyone's pleasure.
Yeah, because then you avoid miscommunications or like feel bad situations.
And you really don't want feel bad situations.
And the thing is that playing by intent makes the game go a lot quicker.
A lot quicker.
And a lot more smoothly, and it matters less if some model get bumped, because if you have pre-decided that you need an 8 to get in with a charge, and if you manage to bump the character, it is still an 8 because you have decided it. But like, it's never good to accidentally move stuff around.
No, but you do.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens from time to time that you accidentally like push over a dreadnought, and then it's like, oh, was it 6 inches or 7 inches away from these guys? It's
So, guys, play by intent.
Yeah, and tell your intention to your opponent. So
especially that,
yeah,
because otherwise it doesn't help.
So I want to stand 7 inches away from you. Okie dokie, then everybody knows I'm standing 7 inches away from you.
And like, check with your opponent. Could you see me here? Or like measure out, like, am I actually hidden here? Would you agree I'm hidden here?
Yes. And tell your opponent if he's hidden there. Don't lie.
Yeah, that's just no go.
That's major BM.
Yes. Then you won't have many friends.
No. And we will probably scream at you from the stream.
Yep.
And we would say naughty words. Very, very naughty words. The Psyche, the Inquisitor. The Deathwatch player is sadly not telling me what units he's placing, so I can't tell. But we will most likely see what it is when he moves out from underneath the building. He's just flipping over his own models. Excellent. Squeezing them all behind the ruins. I think Bebe wants the second turn.
Mostly in this edition, I would say that it favors the one going second, unless you have a very specific Alpha Strike army that actually needs first turn.
Or if you have an army with such a large footprint that you can't hide it.
Yeah.
But both of these armies are so easy to hide. Like
they're very elite.
Yeah, and Bebe is giving away, like the Dreadnought.
Yep.
And
those are super tanky as well.
Yeah, and the Death Watch doesn't have close enough of firepower to take out the Dreadnought.
Yeah, they have a lot of volume, but not a lot of quality shots for cracking tanks. Stuff.
And I'm afraid that might become a problem for him, because the bikes as well, they're really freaking tanky.
Yes.
They're really, really tanky.
So they got like a 2+ save with
6 wounds, I think.
6 wounds, 4+ in bow.
Yeah, all the trimmings.
All the trimmings. All the bells and whistles.
Yes, so he will need a lot of bolters just to kill them.
Yeah, and since Bebe can make them harder to hit, it's like they aren't even hitting on 3s anymore. They're hitting on 4s.
You mean the Deathwatch player?
Yeah, the Deathwatch player.
Yeah, he will be hitting on 4s, like all of it. Turn 1 at least.
Yeah.
Then turn 2, they will probably be in the thick of it, I think. The bike captain. I wonder if Bebe is trying to bait something here. He's playing this refuse flank, and now afterwards he can redeploy all his dreads over to one side.
Yeah.
And then he places the bodyguard unit around the... So we will see. He's asking Bebe if he has any snipers. I don't think Custodes has any snipers. Windicare assassins.
Yeah, they can ally them in, but not really.
Nah, they don't. Nobody really plays assassins anymore.
They were a thing.
Yeah, it's too bad. He's talking that he can move 20 inches. So they're just deciding on where he can end up in the first turn.
Do you think Bebe would have anything in reserves?
Nah, why would he? He just gives the Deathwatch player a chance to block him from deep striking where he wants to deep strike. Or come in from the side he wants to come in from. Better just, especially considering how little firepower he has.
Yeah.
It's better just run up and do the business. And I think Bebe has the 3 the Guardians on the left-hand side behind the rock, just as a counter charge for when he moves up and tries to take the objective. Then he moves up, touch the objective, make a really short charge and kill them. Because I don't think he wants to expose those 3 guys.
Not unless he have to.
No. Not certain what is double checking. It's a threat range, I guess, for his Chaplain bike. I accidentally, a piece of the Chaplain bike broke off, and Bebe said, you lose 10 painting points.
Manners, Bebe. Manners!
Manners, goddammit! We talked about this!
We shouldn't have let him out of his cage.
No, we need to put the Bebsor back in the cage.
Put him in the naughty corner.
Yes, very naughty. That was the deployment.
Done. Now let the rumble begin.
Yes, I will go out and check their secondaries. Tappat min penna.
So we're getting the secondaries right now, hopefully.
So we have their secondaries. Bebe will be playing No Prisoners, Stranglehold, and Raise Banners. Let's see here. Bebe redeploys.
How many units can you redeploy?
I think it's the. I'm uncertain if it's up to 3 or 3.
Is it a stratagem?
It's a relic, I think.
It's a relic.
I think he sent up the Terminators in Deep Strike, and Mikael is playing To the Last, Retrieve Nachmandata, and Mental Interrogation.
Yeah, because I'd like the idea of having from light once they came. The stratagem is really good to like deep strike something and intervene with it. Is it a nice trick to have?
They double checked. They accidentally put the bike chaplain a bit too forward. What you're talking about?
Custodes got a stratagem that let them deep strike in and then heroically intervene with a character. So I'm trying to find out whether you can do it with a unit, because that would make the Terminators really hard to deal with, because then they could like intervene in a combat that's gonna swing.
Yeah. We will probably see. Bebe is still redeploying his models. He's quite happy where he stands. So he only moved one dread and moved the Guardians a little bit more to the left. So the Deathwatch got the first turn and he's backing off just to make the charge a bit harder. He knows he will take the Flamer from the Dreadnought to the face anyway, but Bebe is showing where he will end up after the move. So now it's a 9 in charge. a little bit of indecisiveness. Well, they're small armies, so they can slow play a bit. They started the clock, so now it starts. So that's what you're chosen to be as Salamanders for turn 1 to ignore AP1 for the first turn. I didn't. Oh, he did. I didn't hear what doctrine he chose, and he. What the heck? I'm terribly sorry if people have written in the chat. For some reason, it was disconnected. I don't know why. And the Bebe shows the kata, which give him +4 inches to all shooting. Bebe had to double check if it was 2-inch coherency. Will it play a lot of games? He raises the banner on the leftmost objective. He runs. He has a reroll on the advanced roll for his banner boy. Just because he rolled a 1 and it was 1 inch too short to get the bubble to the bikes. So now he has -1 to hit on the bikes and the dreadnoughts and probably everything else. The Inquisitor runs as well. Okay, he all of a sudden regretted himself. I don't know why. He regretted it and just wanted to walk. He's raising a banner with the Inquisitor. He's reasoning that I can't see anything anyway, so why should I go forward? And it's a valid point. He shouldn't expose anything unnecessarily.
Yeah. It's one of the ways he loses if he overexposes himself and gets too many custodians killed early, so he can't contest the objectives properly.
No. But he ran with the squad standing just in the ruins, and he only rolled a 1. So he decided to stay in the ruins. I think it's the best choice.
Yeah.
No need to expose them when it actually gives you nothing.
It just gives the Deathwatch player some target practice.
Yeah. And never give your opponent something for free.
There is no such thing as a free lunch in 40k.
Oh god, no. You will probably have to pay with your own leg.
Yep.
Corpse Starch. Leg edition. Okay, he moves up the... What the feint he did there. He just moves up the Dreadnought and places it on the objective. So... I think he expected him to commit them to destroy the infiltrator unit. But now he... And he's placing the Guardians straight behind the rock, so he has a second charge. Obviously double checked, the Custodians can hold the objective behind the rock. Baby's done.
Cool, so Bebe is rocking that objective?
Totally. He is rocking that objective to the max.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nothing is getting that objective. Baby's done.
So now turn 1 for
Deathwatch.
Deathwatch.
Baby couldn't see anything, so he had nothing to shoot at.
So if you're the Deathwatch player here, what would you expose? Or like, what would you go for?
3 points to Bebe. I can see Bebe has a routine. He screams into the mic, 3 points!
He's been doing this.
He's been doing this before. I like it.
He thinks of us as poor streamer talents.
Yeah, talent. I'm doing air quotes because it's great radio. Okay, let's see. Well, what would you do? The problem is every single unit that contains a bike can't move through the walls.
Yeah.
And that sort of hinders him, so you need to combat squad them before he moves through the walls.
Mm-hmm.
And
and what would you expose to gain the secondaries? I mean, you have to expose something.
Well, to the last... What is this to the last unit?
Mikael?
Yeah, Mikael.
How does to the last...
The most expensive units. The 3.
Like combined or like after the combo squad them?
Combined.
So one of the kill teams is like 370, then he got one that's 355.
So those are probably the most expensive units he has. If you scroll down,
yeah,
the Terminators are not the most expensive units.
Yeah,
so it
it's
is
like
the Terminators and the heavy intercessor squads.
Yep.
So it basically ends his entire army.
Yep.
He can. He must expose them because that's where he's damaged at.
Yeah, it's a bit counterproductive what he's done.
Yeah,
I think.
And then there's a retrieve Nachman data. What will do it? They will probably the infiltrators, especially now when Bebe didn't just kill them. He has the middle, I think, and he has the one in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
For the moment. But the thing is, I would say it's more important to kill those bikes on the right-hand side, no matter what weapons they have. Killing them is so important. Because next turn, the Dreadnought will move on to the next objective, still securing it, together with all the whatever thingies he has there. And the bikes in the middle will just move around that rock face and then start charging the infiltrators from the side. And then all of a sudden, he doesn't have retrieve Nachmund data on all corners in his own deployment zone. Because either he will do it on the right-hand side, well, the Dreadnought can kill the ones on the left-hand side, and vice versa.
He's getting really contained well, I think.
Yeah. He's rolling to see if he got a command point. He gave them so they have an extra AP for their bolters. I think he switched to tactical doctrine. But he wasn't using his words well.
He didn't articulate his thinking process.
But it's additional AP on the unit on the left-hand side.
Yep.
He screams litanies. I think it was reroll charge.
The Canticle of Hate or...
I think it's the Canticle of Hate.
Litany of Hate.
Yeah, litany, Canticle. Sings the fizz.
Recitation of Focus.
So the bike chaplain is committed. Normal move. So it's probably like a 7-inch charge for the Dreadnought. But I think if you charge the Dreadnought, it will bounce.
Most probably. Maybe does a couple of wounds.
Yeah, but then he will get messed up. Because those Dreadnoughts hit like a truck. And he can still overwatch him with a heavy flamer as well. If he feels really nervous for...
it's the Galatas that stands there, right?
Yeah, it's the Galatas. No, Achilles is the one with the shield. I think the Achilles... Double check it. You could just Google it and we would see.
Nope.
The model. Oh my god, Leonard, you're doing everything so difficult. You make it so difficult to love you. Also, we have a marine bike Terminator combo unit that I never remember the name of. Is moving up to the center.
This is the guy with the spear thing.
Is it the spear? Okay, it's the spear guy. But it's the shield. And I think he has like a stratagem to reduce wounds and stuff. The guy with the shield.
Yep.
So it will not die. Not at all. Not even close. And I don't know what he's gonna do. He can't really...
Jag fick 2 tillbaka på Normanssons 5 första.
Bebe goes in and corrects. He got 2 additional points. So he has 5 points. 5 points. He asked him, he wanted to be on his Psyker and then see if he could be standing outside of Psychic range, deny range, I suppose, and still be within the Vexilla. I'm not sure exactly what he's planning there, but something. Is that the veteran jump pack unit moving up into the ruins? He will move the infiltrated unit somewhere over there. Yeah, so standing straight right outside of the objective. So we have a speedy little unit going up. But this will be so weird, this charge. Check the veteran unit. Did all of them have jump packs? Deathwatch veteran, bolt gun, storm shield. Because I'm wondering why did some of the unit move so quickly? Ah, okay, it was just the bike moving a bit further than the others. Okay. What is moving up? Terminator Intercessor unit, I think. Okay, so he teleported a unit up next to him. Okay, what do we think about this move? He's really pushing hard. Like sending in all of it on the left-hand side. He will probably kill it.
Most likely.
Probably not the Dreadnought, but he will take the objective with the scouts.
It's the Galatas one, then it's like a 4+ invulnerable save.
6+ feel no pain. Reduce damage by 1, so it's very, very durable, and I think there is some stratagems that make them even harder to kill. So
there's some pretty chunky dudes. I have a hard time evaluating how much damage he's actually gonna do, but like, he should kill the regular custodians.
Yeah, 3 of them. So the entire heavy intercessor blobby unit will shoot on his guardians, 3 of them. I have also a hard time like seeing what will happen now. He will probably kill it because there will be a ton of shots. Of shots. And he will force so many 2+ saves. Oh, he's even 3+ save because he put them in tactical doctrine.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But what does he do then? Does he charge the Dreadnought? Sure, he will get some bodies on there. But I think Bebe has 6 models technically because he has 3 guardians standing behind them. So he will not take it with just the infiltrating unit.
Nope.
8 AP. 2. 1 dead. 1 dead and 1 took 1 wound. On the first salvo, I don't think it was all. Nah, it's more. I can hear him counting dices.
All the dices.
Another one dead.
And another one bites the dust.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I think it's aggressors.
There's gonna be a lot of dice rolling now.
And it was a 12 additionally, he didn't even take all of them. He didn't roll the bolters. This is just bolters and not the grenades. 4 additional hits because he rolled 6s. I think it's a dead custodian. 5 wounds. Bebe asked how many shots he has. Still 14 shots from the grenades. So he just picked it up.
Yeah. But now to the more interesting question. What about the Dreadnought?
Yeah, the normal dudes and a bike to the dread.
Could he crack grenade him?
3 wounds. So 1 damage, he failed the Feel of Pain. 8 wounds to go. Infiltrators shooting.
The thing with the Custodian Dreadnoughts as well is that they don't bracket.
Yeah, they don't bracket, they're just killing. They're just killing.
They're just a monster.
And that Warblade is really nasty.
Yeah, the Warblade is strength 6 AP minus 1 damage 1. But automatically hits.
He took another wound from the bolt carbines.
Oh, the small rivers, I guess. Dying by 1,000 cuts.
Time for charges, I think. Yes. The big melee team hiding in the ruin is trying to charge the dread. 7.
What offensive profile does the bikes have? Would they kill a big unit by themselves?
What?
Would a bike unit, would they kill one of the big blob units by themselves?
Probably on the charge. But the thing is, he has transhuman as well.
Yeah.
And
math becomes iffy then.
yeah, because then all of a sudden only half of your attacks will wound, and I don't think so. He needs to soften them up a bit.
But with what? He doesn't really have shooting, and it feels like...
What do you mean?
He doesn't have a lot of shots, so like softening them up, it ain't killing that many models. It's the Hurricane Bolters that provides the most amount of shots.
But the thing is, does he even care? Because he's now committing straight up with foot slogging units. He could just move around.
Yeah.
So he's still controlling the objective. He said that I can consolidate 6 inches so I can just move on to the objective. Yes, the infiltrators need to charge because they can't really get that objective unless he piles in with more bodies.
The Virtuous Praetors are PS2, strength 5 for attack.
7.
So it allows a 7.
With a +1 to the wound roll, but that doesn't really matter because of the... well, it does matter because you add +1 to the wound roll, so you will be wounding transhuman on 3s.
Yeah.
Rather than 3s. So it will not... transhuman will not do anything.
Unless there were an FAQ to say otherwise. But I haven't seen anyone.
Me neither. How many attack? 4 attacks.
So 12.
Will hit 10 wound. Wound about 7, 8. No, 6 plus save, so 7 dead-ish.
Yeah.
Unless he has 4 plus invuls due to shields and stuff.
And then they're more like 3.5 or 4. Or 3 to 4. If he wounds about 7. So... But then...
So it's -1 to hit on the Dreadnought and -1 attack on everything.
Yeah.
Oh, everything hits with a big hammer. Everything hit, everything wounded, damage 3.
Now it's gonna hurt a bit.
He's dead.
Did he explode? Yeah, we can...
He's dead. That was, yeah, the baby said as well, that was unexpected, and absolutely, yes, that was unexpected.
But now we can deny the flank.
Yeah.
Maybe. But you need to work on the middle objective then. Or like take some objectives away from the Deathwatch player.
Where would you attack? Because now all of a sudden we have a side deployment.
Yeah, I mean he has been able to spread out the units. It depends on what's in the squad in the middle, I think. Because they can go either way. So they're a good unit that's really good at...
One moment. They're scoring 5 points. So it's even after first turn. Continue. Sorry.
It depends, I think. I would go for the where there's the least amount of threat me losing the unit committing. So if the huge Thunderhammer blob that's really good at killing bikes and stuff is in the top corner, I would probably try to commit on the lower part to avoid killing them and maybe getting more value out of them. But I'm not sure. I haven't played into Deathwatch.
The thing is, Deathwatch is still just Space Marines. It's and I think he chose the shoot twice kata. Is there a shoot twice kata?
Maybe.
That was I heard at least. But he's committing into that blob. Baby's diving in.
He's going for the jugular.
Jesse is going for the juggler.
Sounds like a Bebe move.
Yeah, Bebby's not known to be a passive player. If he senses weakness, then he strikes. But the question is, will he dive into this? Will he dive into the Shep lane or not? He's asking if everything has a ward save, and it does because he has the what is called Shield of Aegis.
Yeah.
Okay, he's dimping in, ready to kill. He's going straight into the middle with everything.
We're gonna have a huge mess for a turn or two. And when dust settles, we will probably see who's winning.
We will probably know after this turn who is winning. He scored 2 points for banners now.
What's like the highest scoring? Like if you add together the secondaries, who's winning on secondaries? Who is forced to make a move? I think Bebe might be because he shows a secondary that he has to kill something.
Well, but that isn't really a problem. He's Custodes. He wants to kill stuff. And now he has 2 banners. And the only way he loses those banners is that his entire army is killed. And as he plays right now, he's going for an all or nothing. Either he completely destroys the Space Marines, or he will be killed. Because there's a lot of Thunderhammers, a lot of Thunderhammers.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried that the Thunderfire gauntlets, they are auto hits, right? So when they Overwatch, they can make some. Maybe he loses a model.
What do you mean, the aggressors? He has bolters on them.
Okay, fair enough.
He doesn't have flame.
I thought that maybe if he Overwatched and killed some person going in.
I think he deep strikes a Terminator on the objective. And Pepe says, exciting. Just exciting.
I wonder what's playing in the Custodes helmets, like dun, 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 dun,
The Flight of the Valkyries non-stop. He's double checking how many wounds it has. I think he wants to shoot the missiles into the captain, getting a few wounds off, and then charging him and the unit.
It seems about right, yeah.
But what the last Guardian squad that's moving up, it can't kill all of those Marines by themselves.
I am not sure what the plan is with those.
Me neither, because now it's just exposing them. And blocking other units that could have charged in.
Yeah. And like, he has the wall in the way.
Okay,
as well.
he just shot him to death.
Who, what?
With the salvo launchers. He just shot the captain with the invul saves to death. Like,
fair enough, I guess.
Okay.
Well, that solves a bunch of issues.
That solved a lot of issues, because now he has no 4+ invuls.
That's huge.
That's amazingly good.
Now they're just weak Marines with a 6+ save.
Okay, so no, what do you say, weak?
So they're just weak regular Marines now?
Yeah, they no invuls.
Even those with storm shields?
I wonder if Baby's I'm just listening to what they're saying. Okay, I wonder if Bebby's trying to milk Transhuman right now because he's shooting with the Guardian Squad on the big blob in the on the center objective.
Yeah.
But he didn't. Okay, switch target. Okay. He should.
But when would you transhuman here?
Doesn't matter, to be honest. As soon as you say I transhuman these guys, then you attack the other guys. Yeah. So it's better just save the command points at the moment.
It's more of a kind of a chicken race.
Yeah. And I don't know how many command points he has. He's probably saving the transhuman for the melee phase.
Yeah,
3
probably.
subs. All hits. Here's the wound. 2 wounds. Two delays. Yeah. The damage too on all of their guns and all their melee attacks is gonna be so punishing.
Yeah. Each failed save is a dead marine.
Yeah. And it's always -2, -3 on everything.
It's only the Terminator that survives the regular shots, right?
Yeah. And the problem is with the heavy intercessor squads, the only way to get an invul is with the shield ages.
Ooh.
Because there's no way to get an invul safe on a normal intercessor. Or a heavy intercessor.
We're going at breakneck speed. We're breaking the sound barrier.
Yeah. He needs to split the fire because he can't see with one of the units. The hurricane bolters.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Three wounds. Saved everything. And now 24 shots into that unit. A little bit of Fellman.
A little bit of Fellman.
Screaming in the background. A lot of hits. Wounding on 5+. I think. Oh, it's only 4+. It's a normal Marines. 11 wounds. Storm shield in cover. That was the first wound. One storm shield dead. One storm shield died out of 24 shots. That's fair.
That's fair. But what they're for, tanking shots.
So the Dreadnought shoots the bike, the unit with the bike, standing in the middle. Boom, boom. Hits. Nothing. 2 heavy shots. 2 hits. That's wounding. 2 2s is still a wound with strength 8. A storm shield. Dice. You thinking about command rerolling? He rerolls it. He's dead. You can't change the past.
Nope, apparently. Couldn't change his future.
No, he takes a second shot on a normal guy. And it saves. Double checking the stats on the big gun.
The melta gun or
The dreadnought. He has some sort of. He's some sort of heavy gun. The one with the spear. Heavy 2, AP -2, damage 3.
the incinerator?
Nice. I'm going to get a coffee.
Do that. One wound. And he saves it. Now Benjamin raises a banner on the lower objective that he stands on. Now we're debating charges. So the Deathwatch guy has exploding sixes, and he contemplated whether he should Overwatch or not.
So we have some charges, I hear.
Yeah, they're trying to Overwatch.
Overwatch what?
Bebe charged into the captain in the top hand corner, and now he's Overwatching.
Is the chaplain overwatching?
No, the unit, I think, because the chaplain doesn't really have that many shots.
But is he charging with the captain?
He's charging with the custodians, I think.
Oh, okay. I thought he was charging with the captain. I was like, why would he charge the unit? Doesn't he just want to kill the chaplain?
He talked about doing stuff to the character as well, so.
So many dices. I'm so glad Overwatch became a stratagem, so it doesn't just slow down the game so much, because you roll a shit ton of dice and
especially
nothing
Tau,
hits.
the Tau one.
Yeah. Well, Tau is still a bother because they Overwatch with everything. Do they still have that?
No,
They don't. Thank God.
they lost the greater good.
Thank God.
Well, they get some other crap, so
Yeah, they got. It evened out.
it's evened out, I would say.
So 6 ones in total. Oh, he charged with the bikes. Here they go. 11 inches.
We're going places. All of the places. They're not allowed to jump over, right?
What?
I mean, when he goes over, he can't jump over and, like, go past them unless he goes around them, right?
Yep. You can't jump over things with fly anymore.
Yeah.
Because it was fucked. FAQ'd, sorry. Swedish pronunciations.
All those pronunciations. It's pretty fucked.
Yes, it's pretty fucked. It's not a curse word, Twitch. It is not a curse word. He charges through the wall 9 inches.
With the regular Terminator guys?
I think it's normal Custodians.
Yeah, there are a lot of...
Double check. It's the bodyguard, elite infantry.
Okay.
Everything is just gold. You can't really see what.
Yeah,
what is what.
everything looks about the same.
Exactly. Boom, boom. Ten inches. Two. He's trying to squeeze in as many bodies as possible on the objective, just to
Be sure.
claim it. He's considering where to put this shield captain on bike. Yeah, he's going for the hero. He's thinking, do my bikes need help over there? But I think the custodians need more help. Because that chaplain can actually crack in some custodian skulls.
Yeah. So, is there somewhere the Deathwatch Plague wants to counter-attack?
We will see. We need to see how much dies now. Because he can interrupt somewhere.
Yeah, I meant interrupt. Like,
it depends a bit on where he wants to start. If he wants to start... I would... If Bebe is smart, then he will start with his shield captain and kill his... chaplain on bike.
yeah, that seems
Because
like...
then he will probably try to kill him.
Yeah.
And he will probably die from all those Thunderhammer attacks that just killed an Achilles Dreadnought, like...
Yep.
Yeah, Baby's thinking just the same.
We're smirts.
We're smirt. He's...
You might actually think that we're actually playing this game.
everything into the chaplain. And they rerolls one because of Hunter's something rule. To quote Bebe. Everything wounds. So invulns. He doesn't have any invulns, so sixes. Eight wounds.
So a lot of wounds, probably
8 wounds.
Is it probably a dead
I'm
character?
I think he has 8 wounds. Bloop. He's dead.
And now for the next
We
turn.
will interrupt. We will interrupt.
I don't know. I mean, he wants to kill something, that's for sure. But like, where does he get the most benefit? Where does he have the most thunderhammers?
Probably from the... Oh, okay, I was also thinking he was gonna break in to kill some of the guardians. But no, he's breaking in to try to kill some of the bikes.
Yeah.
But he has aggressors. That's right. That's still a power fist.
Yeah.
So it will probably do quite a lot of damage. Oh my god, I inhaled coffee. Not to recommend.
We talked about this morning. Do not aspirate liquids.
Have you heard of vaping? Vaping coffee?
No dying on stream. That's bad content.
At least I'm not in view. So he's starting with punch with the aggressors. He's -1 attack on everything in engagement range. They're double checking the rule if it's just the models in engagement range or it's also models outside of engagement range. I think it's only... Oh, it's a unit, okay. A hit some force. Five AP force.
So one bike and...
One wound left on the last bike.
Could be worse.
Yeah, but it's still more attacks. That was just the aggressors.
Yeah.
Two AP ones. He makes a reroll. He wants to keep him alive. He's alive. He rolled to see if he regained the command point, and he did not. That was it. He only killed one bike.
That's not too bad. That's really bad for him, though.
Yeah, he wanted to kill at least two bikes.
Yeah, for sure. Then would have neutered the output somewhat.
Somewhat. But now I don't even know his... And it all depends on the storm shields.
Yeah. How many he can actually soak. How many 4 pluses can
But now he's
take?
punching with the infantry. Terminator. With storm shield. One saved. He's dead with 3 dices to go. And they will target just a normal marine. And it's dead. And the 2 last ones on the bike. So there's 2 wounds left on the back. Baby's thinking. The bikes are attacking. I don't know which squad though. I think it's the big one. Wounding on 2+.
Bike seemed to die.
Yeah, the bike died. Still have 7 attacks.
Oh.
Yeah. Save. Dead. Last Terminator. So there's a Terminator with 1 wound left. Another Terminator dies. So 2 Terminators, a bike, and a normal Marine dies. Okay, so that is a separate unit. There's a unit in the lower middle corner.
Yeah.
In the middle of the Deathwatch player side. Boop. He squeezes in, he tows the objective. But he's not controlling it, he doesn't have OBSEC anymore.
No, the bike's lost OBSEC.
But then again, I'm not sure what type of units is down there. Maybe it doesn't have OBSEC as well, so who knows? Well, Karen, just come up and play. Join us.
Or you could come, if you have a team, to the team tournament in June in Bålsta.
Yes, absolutely. Everyone who can get to Bålsta in June should go to the Grand Fanatic at... check the Grand Fanatic. It's in Bålsta in June. We will be there at least I will be there streaming. It's gonna be amazing. The locale is so good. We even have a pool.
So people can go swimming.
Yes, after a few beers. We will have Warhammer quizzes in addition to the 4-man... It's a 4-man tournament, right? Yeah, in addition to the 4-man tournament. So grab 3 friends and go to Bålsta and play. It will be so much
vibe!
fun.
As the kids would say, I've heard.
It's a what?
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, apparently.
Is that what the kids say now?
Yeah, apparently.
Vibe. I think this is bikes attacking. Eight wounds on the bikes, I think. Yeah, it's a bit, and I agree, Kare. It's quite far. But I took a plane this year. It was easier.
I live here.
Yeah, I was lazy bum. Well, let's see. Misericordia. 1 wound. So two heavy intercessors died. One has 1 wound left. I think he's attacking the scout squad with his guardians. And the scout squad is dead.
So did Bebe break the back of the Death Watch?
We're not certain yet. I don't think he has struck back with his huge power maul screw you unit.
He has a hammer and he sees every problem as a nail.
Well, it's not wrong.
Nope. He has slammed those problems.
Oh no, now he will hit the Bebe's captain. Let's see if he manages to hammer in the nail.
Yep. Or if Bebe just puts the last nail in the coffin.
It burns. Yeah, but Bebe burns like 1 point to reduce the strength by 1. Just to give him a chance to survive this hammering. So he has no rerolls, reduced strength by 1. Will he kill it? That's not certain. I think it's -1 to hit as well with the Thunder Hammer.
Yeah.
He needs a bit of spice in this roll, and he kind of needs to kill him. Otherwise, I would say it's pretty much over.
Yeah, that's a lot of attacks and on really small.
Yeah, and he must free up that unit to charge something else.
Yeah.
Because his back is about to get broken.
Yeah, and the captain is going.
Yeah,
we're trying at least.
Yeah, so it's 3 wounds. 3 goes through. So he has 9 wounds because they're monsters. 6 wounds to go. Three more saves. It's a heavy Thunderhammer. 1 more 4 damage.
Ja, då är det 2 kvar på. Och sen har vi en till Heavy Thunderhammer, sekanten. Den har ju...
So let's see, will he kill it? 2 wounds to go.
On how many attacks?
I don't know. 1 Terminator.
Could the Custodes transhuman?
Yeah, they can transhuman.
So it basically wounds on 4+?
Nah, I think he skipped that.
Okay.
I think he's saving. I think he's just expecting it to die.
Yeah, might be worth saving
the command points for later.
Yeah.
And he has already done his job. He killed both of the characters in 1 turn. Pa-pam.
Yeah, it's a pretty good trade.
Yeah, and he is a character killer, so he can just trade it away, save the transhumans for a bigger unit of bikes or something.
Yeah.
6 is the wound. Two saves. 1 goes through. Down to 1 wound, I think.
It's close.
2 hits. 1 wound. Clink. Nothing. It's alive.
It's alive.
I can see he started to smile.
It's kind of
my
like...
lord. It's, I think, unless that unit can kill that bike unit like straight off, then I would say the back is broken.
Yeah, because what does he gonna perform his retrieve Nachman with? What do he lost a lot of units that gonna take actions.
Yeah, and Bebe still has the Dreadnought standing in the back line, so he can't move up with his infiltrators. That's hiding in the bottom right corner. He also have the Terminators protecting the objectives, so
And raising a flag.
and raising the flags. One bike is dead. There he popped transhuman. I lost the heavy thunderhammer. 3 hits. 3 wounds. It's another dead bike, I guess. One survives. Okay. But that was Bebe's turn.
Yeah.
He's counting points and checking morale checks. They're going through points.
Så totalt är det 20? Ja, precis. Du har totalen? Ja, jag gjorde totalen.
This Benjamin goes in with 20 points. But Mikael said we're about to change this. But I still think Mikael has some game here. He did a lot of damage to him.
Yeah. There's a lot of like small units now.
Yeah, the bikes are dead.
Yep.
The captain is probably also dead. Depends. Unless he hits first somewhere else for some reason. I don't imagine why. Maybe he has a fallback and shoot on some of the units. I don't know if he removed the intercessors. He's deep striking some. He plays retrieve. He makes the army white scars so he can fall back and charge.
Seems like a good plan.
Seems like an excellent plan.
It's one of the utility things of playing Deathwatch that you can swap between different chapter tactics.
Yeah, and it's very strong. Because now he all of a sudden forces Bebe to intervene somewhere if he wants to do any damage at all. Bevy's gonna use the stratagem where he gets to shoot when someone leaves combat. He's double checking. Command point costs and the like. Falling back, falling back, falling back.
So how much gas does he have left in the tank?
A lot, I would say. He still has all the thunder hammers, and that's what's dealing out dishes out the damage at the moment.
Yeah.
It feels like he really read the meta quite well. Picking those damage 3 weapons that one-shots Custodes. And double taps the bikes, of course, but so I think he might actually strike back now and push Bebe off almost all the objectives. At least the two, the one in his deployment zone and the one in the center, the lower center objective.
You could say that. It seems favored, but I mean, it's still a lot of thunderclapping to be done.
Yeah, of course, Custodes are great, and they want to fight in melee as well. But all those thunder hammers, and in the end, it all comes down to those 4-up invulnerable saves for both sides.
Yeah, it's very, very, very swingy.
Yeah, so it's a swingy game. It could go either way. And it's not, I would say Bebe is not using the most spicy of lists. I see no blade champions and things like that, so
But he needed vanilla.
What?
Bebe needed vanilla. He just picked up the army.
Yeah, he painted them yesterday.
Yeah, I finished yesterday-ish.
Yeah, and he spent like 4 days painting it.
So not a lot of time to learn how to play them.
Nope.
But that's a Bebe.
Yeah, it's a Bebe way of doing things. You pick something up, then you crush.
Yeah. He's like Jack Carpenter. Picks up Tau, goes to a major US tournament, goes undefeated. And then he goes to another tournament, picks up a new army, and crushes the tournament.
It sounds like Bebe back in the golden days.
Yes.
So he's shooting the captain. 4 saves, APA 2. Is dead. He's checking how many wounds the bike has, and the bike in the middle has 1 wound left, and the other bike is untouched. He shoots the Inceptor into the bike in the middle. 1 flamer into something and 3 flamers into the bodyguard squad. Starts with the Inceptor.
So where does Bebe interrupt if you can? Because all the units are rather small now.
I would guess one of the guard units on the top left objective.
Yep.
I would guess, but I'm not sure.
Even if I'm not sure he would even want to. I mean, it depends on what he can spend the opportunity cost of interrupting.
Yeah, I don't know how many invul saves does he still have. I guess the big squad on the top left objective still have some storm shields. I can't see. I can go and double check. Let's see.
It is rather important.
Yeah, how many storm shields we can find. Okay, so he has 2 storm shields on the top left most objective, but that's just normal veterans with storm shields. And then he has a Terminator, 2 Terminators with storm shields in the bottom center. So it's enough storm shields.
Yep. It could cause some problems.
So he goes back to the psychic phase because he forgot psychic.
All that.
That's the deny range. We wonder if we're gonna play psychic interrogation. Fortitude of Contempt. Goes off.
What does that do?
Good question. Double check. Speed shooting. One Inceptor shoots into the bodyguard squad. One Inceptor into the bike. A normal guy into the bikes. An aggressor into the bodyguard. Intercessor, normal guy, and aggressor, I think, into the bikes. And one guy into the guardian squad on the top.
sen 4 aggressors. Och sen 8 till på
So you got 9 hits, the wounds are 5+. Three up saves, 2 wounds. 3 wounds in total, 6 up. 2 wounds in total. The reason I'm not really saying anything, he's still shooting like a split fire of all the dudes into the bike and the wardens, or what are they called? The bodyguard, the normal bodyguards. So I will summarize it when it's done. So 6 on AP2 and 3 on AP1. And the bike is dead. Three wounds left on the last bike. So charge.
It's clobbering time!
Tanglefoot grenade. A 6 on the Tanglefoot grenade. He needs a 12 to make the charge.
Will that turn sideways?
Mm-hmm. He will not make that charge.
Most likely not.
So he has a 1 in charge.
That's a far charge.
Mm. The other small squad charges into the bike as well. Doesn't Custodes have a way of getting heroic intervention on normal units?
I'm pretty sure they have a way, but I'm not entirely sure how.
Okay, but it doesn't matter now. He's tying up the bikes and the bodyguard unit again. Heroic intervenes with I think it's the Terminator captain. He's considering with the last unit where he wants to charge. So he charges both units because he can't really avoid getting punched. Oh, here he comes. The teleporting Terminator captain is going in.
Yeah.
He's going into the middle objective. Probably a good choice.
Yeah. That's gonna hopefully shift that combat.
Yeah, because he doesn't really want to commit his dreadnought anywhere. Because he sorta kinda needs to defend the middle objective, move up the Terminator to defend against the infiltrating unit that just did retrieve Nachman data. When you heroic intervene, then it counts as a charge, right?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
So 3 guys hits the bike, 3 guys hits into the bodyguards. So 1 aggressor and a normal marine.
Yeah. He has a 1 CP heroic intervention.
Yeah, that's why he charged both units in the top right, the top left corner. Because if you just charge 1 unit, then they will just heroically intervene.
Yep. Then it gets worse for him.
So he's reducing the strength. He's reducing the strength of all attacks that targets the bike. And he regains the command point for playing that stratagem. Black is normal, red is aggressors. We forgot to remove the attacks for fighting Shadow Keepers. Into the bike. Only one, he failed one, so he re-rolls it. So 1 wound. 1 wound left. And the normal attack didn't go through, so he survives. A lot of hits. Going to the Wardens. We have 3 aggressor attacks and 2 normals. 1 to 2 wounds. One takes 2 wounds off the Feel No Pains. So both of the units has 1 wound. The bike has 1 wound, and the guy that almost died has 1 wound from the Warden unit. He intervenes, I think. He's asking which units has storm shields. So he hits the Primaris units because it has no shields. 6 attacks. Everything hits. Three is the wound. Only 3 wounds.
That's not great.
That's not great, but 1 dice. Misericordia. Saved it. Oh, I didn't save it. Ah, it's only damage 1 on the Misericordia.
Yep.
Ah, there you go. To the top left corner. Five attacks into the transhuman. Yes, he plays transhumans. Four wounds. Damage 3. 3 dead. The unit is dead. Ouch. That was what I was afraid of. The swingy 4+ invul saves. You only, when it's damage 3, it's so many points that just disappears every time he fails a wound.
It's a problem with Custodes in general. They're pretty fighty, but when they die, they lose a lot of steam. It just, like losing 1 model is a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
That you don't get back.
And the problem is those storm shields. As long as he has storm shields, he can't really kill him. So, ton of chainswords into the last Guardian squad. So this is change those attacks. 5 to wound. The 2 attack, the 2 wounds failed both on a 2+.
Now it's going quickly down Shit Creek.
Yeah. Bebe is in a shitstorm without a parka
Or an umbrella.
or umbrella. Okay, Bebe is not intervening with the bike. He thinks that he can take the damage. Pink. The Terminators. One wound. Two wounds left. Two wounds. Clink, clink.
That was important.
Oh, okay, here comes the aggressors.
Well then.
Well, then. Hit some force. And 3s. 5 is dead. It's dead. I think Bebe has lost the steam.
Yep.
The problem with the death, that's what they're now discussing, who has fault. And because all the units are just a mishmash of all the stuff, they're like, was it from this unit? Was it from that unit? Da 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 da.
Find a way to mark this, guys.
Yes, like the bases. Do like Rickard. Be good. Do like Richard. Paint the sides of the bases.
Or like some way of distinguishing.
Yeah. Five wounds from the wardens. Storm shield. Dead. Oh, okay, it's not wardens, it's just a... So all storm shields are dead in the top unit.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, but it's a little bit too little, too late.
Yeah.
Because he still has the Thunderhammers.
Yep.
Bike. Wardens. Warden's attack, he plays transhuman. I remembered Misericordias. 2 wounds. Into Terminator. Save.
Safe.
3. He had reroll once and rolled 4 once. Excellent.
best kind of rerolls, I guess.
Yes. 3 wounds. -3. Two dead. But has Bebe lost the steam? Has he lost the steam? He's gotten rid of the storm shields. He is not dead yet. He still has three wardens. The bike is still alive, if barely. He still has his Terminator captain, who is tanky as all tanky things. He still has the Dreadnought. He still has the Terminators in the back line. And Bebe is in the lead, right? Or is it draw at the moment? Bebe is in the lead. So
it might be close, but
they've kind of broken each other's backs.
Yeah, they've crippled one another. So now it's like trying to figure out what broke what.
Yeah, now it's a cripple fight.
Yep.
Captain. 6 attacks, no rerolls. 6 are mortal wounds in addition. 4 wounds and 2 mortals. 6 is to save. None. So 2 dead and 1 take 2 wounds. So 1 life left with 1 guy. Well. He wasn't as broken as we thought.
I mean, Custodes, there's a lot of power in one unit or like one model, so
Yeah.
as long as they're alive, they're pretty punchy.
Yeah, but the thing is, but he plays no prisoners. No prisoners, stranglehold and raise the banners. Well, he is scoring. He's scoring big time because he still has stranglehold. He has banners on 3 places.
Yeah.
He is running away on both the secondary and the primary.
And how many models does the Deathwatch guy have left?
Yeah, as he got 5 more points, totaling 10.
Oh,
I think that's I think Benjamin just has stopped. Even if Benjamin's back gets broken now, which I don't think it will be, then he's just behind. He's not controlling the main as he should. He's not scoring his secondaries as much as Benjamin is scoring his banners and his stranglehold. Okay, he still has 1 storm shield, upper left corner. He is asking what he needs to kill for the 2 last, and it's basically the 1 guy standing on the center objective, all the guys on the bottom objective, and all the guys in the top left objective.
so basically all the models.
Basically everything. I had to double check if it was a salvo launcher or a hurricane bolter. And he's like, oh, it's a salvo. Excellent, that's what I need.
Well done, Bebe.
That's a professional play. Top level.
Never go full Bebe, as we say.
You never go full Pepe. It's an inside joke. Oh, the Galadas Dreadnought is making the plays.
The Dreadnought can move through the wall, or does he have to move?
He must move past it. Vehicles can never move through walls.
Yep.
Ever. Bebe was about to move his model on the center objective. It was like, oh, I shouldn't do that.
Well, excellent, Bebe.
Yes, very excellent. That's going full Bebe.
Yep.
Playing the opponent's army.
Yep.
The cut. That's what shows us 6+ feel no pain on the entire army. Bebe shows us that it can fall back and shoot, I think. I'm not certain, he got interrupted when he was saying it. So Bebe's just doing a little bit of shuffling. Here we go. Shooting phase. Salvo into the lonely guy. Hit. No wound. He do not care.
He gets what's coming to him anyway.
He's checking if this win 12 inch. Ah, there's a hero we can't see standing on the table edge, I think. So we shot the Psyker in the outside of camera.
Yeah.
And he took 2 wounds. 3 armor saves. The character died from the shooting from the Terminator Captain, I think. Because obviously he can target characters within 12 inches. Excellent.
That's excellent news.
Yeah. Bebe's a bit bothered because now we might have to charge the lone guy on the middle objective anyway. Shooting's done. Charge.
He's hot and bothered.
The Dread charges 9 inches, and they both saying that's in. Wow, that's big. Getting that Dreadnought into close combat is really big. Because that's just dead Marines.
Yeah, the spear guy is pretty...
I don't know how many. I must double check how many storm shields he has in the last unit. I don't even know if he has any.
1 or 2, I think.
Yeah, probably 2. Okay, the black blob in the bottom, it's actually 2 different units. The Dreadnought has charged the aggressor unit. They have no input saves whatsoever. And then the Terminator captain now charged the Terminators. So Bebe might almost wipe him this turn, apart from the big blob on top. Because he still has 1 Storm Shield in that unit on the Terminator. Everything hits. Everything wounds.
That's no good.
He starts with the Terminator.
Seems about right.
Save. Two damage on the +1. The Terminator is alive with 1 wound. Hit with the Misericordia. Wound Misericordia. And he saves the Misericordia. He will break. He will. Okay, the Terminators will fight the captain. And his Bebe spends transhuman. So he wounds on force. Probably a good move.
Yeah.
Hits on force. Oh, that's a whiff. That's a whiff. 2 hits. 1 wound. And then the black shield. That was a super whiff. He needed big numbers to just crush that captain, because now the captain will just hit back, kill, maybe. As we said, 4+ invul saves are swingy. Very, very swingy.
And like, if Bebe kills the 2 to the last unit there, I think the game is basically over, because then he loses like 10 points on secondaries.
Yeah, and he doesn't really have the killiness to kill the Dreadnoughts. And we're in turn 4 now, I think.
Yeah.
In turn 4. So he will not have time to stop his banners from scoring, well, max, I think. He might be 1 point short. Yeah, I think he's 1 point short. I think we score 14 on banners.
Yeah.
He has Feel No Pains versus first 5 wounds and then 4 wounds. 1 dead. They forgot morale for the guy in the middle, but they rolled it now. He saved. It was safe.
Then all is as it should be.
The game state is unchanged. But they only killed 1 model with the Dreadnought. I think it was the Dreadnought at least. 2 wounds with the Misericordia. And he dies. Ah, 6 plus feel no pain. He's dead. 4 attacks from the Warden. 2 plus with some rerolls.
That's a lot of ones.
4 wounds. Yeah, only 4 wounds. Can be enough. Only 6s. 4 feel no pains. His armor saves have been on point.
Yeah.
One dead. The banner boy hits the last guy. All wounds, 6 plus saves. Spat is dead. Captain. 6 is the wounds. One mortal and 5 normal saves. There, the Terminator died. One Terminator died. Yeah.
Cleaning up all the Marines.
Well, this is pretty much over, I would say.
Yeah, I think Bebe has run away with the points.
He's just run away with the points. I can't, even to the last points. Sure, we scored probably 5, maybe 10.
Yeah.
He will score 5. Bebe will not kill the unit on the top left corner. But he will probably not score 10. And he can't really deny Bebe his points.
No.
He controls like no objectives. That 1 at the moment. Yeah, 1, I think. So 2 hammers into the bike, and the rest goes into the warden. The guardians, or whatever they're called. Standard Custodes. So 4 wounds in total. Okay, 3 wounds in total. So the Guardian squads are dead. Bebe gets 20 points this round, so 40 points in total. That was his turn 3. morale check. He saved it. He's asking, what should I do about this? Yeah, it's a big question and with no real good answer. Like the squad that did retrieve Nachmund data in the top left corner, it's just stuck there.
Yeah.
He could run it, maybe get to the objective, probably not. The other unit is stuck with a bike. They will probably kill it this turn, but they're not moving. And Bebe will probably get the bottom objective as well.
Yeah.
And Bebe killed his Psyker, so now they can't take mental interrogation anymore.
So that's a wrap for those.
Yeah, he totaled 6 points.
That's not great.
Yeah, and received Nachman data. I think he has scored 3 corners in total, and I don't see him scoring anymore.
Nope.
Bebe had forgotten those guys completely.
Some random Marines that peeked out behind the big rock.
Yeah. Okay, both of them had forgotten the units behind the rocks.
Well,
It's not
this is high level play.
high level play. Well, it is the third game of the day.
Yeah, I mean, players are getting tired.
Yeah, people get tired. Even we who just sit there commenting what people do get tired. So he shoots the Terminator standing on the objective. All of the wounds. Two wounds. So he's still standing. Charge on 12. Okay, he actually managed to do the charge. Holy Jesus crap. Is the comeback real? Is the comeback real, Lennart?
I'm gonna be a negative Nancy and say no.
You are so negative. That's why nobody likes you. Anyway, let's see what happens here. He wounds on 5s, and he has AP1 now because he's an assault doctrine.
It's good.
There's still a lot of attacks.
Yeah, it could. I mean,
Sure, -1 to hit, but I think he only needs to get through like 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, half of them were 1s and 2s, more than half. He's dead. He failed all the saves on a 3+.
fair enough.
Plop. Dead. Well, that
A way to do it.
it's kinda makes a difference, I guess, because now we can keep on pushing the objectives, removing the
Yeah.
banners.
I mean, the tactical flexibility of the Death Watch army is pretty amazing.
Yeah, but it costs a lot of command points doing it.
Yep.
And he has been drained, like from the second turn.
He's been running on fumes for the last couple of turns.
Yeah. And the problem is the Custodes, they are like small captains, all of them. With captain equipment. So if it's just one guy, it's still dangerous. Terminator tried to... Okay, he lost the Terminator from the Misericordia. From the bike. And now he tries to bonk the bike. Three wounds. He took all of it. Bebe was about to time out because they forgot to push the buttons. But they have plenty of time.
Yeah, they...
Half an hour.
If they haven't finished the game in half an hour, I will go and yell at them. Because
they have like 5 buttons each.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna yell.
So the captain is dead. Died from the Thunderhammers. Points. So we will punch they forgot to fight with the bike. Heavy Thunderhammer misses. 3 hits with the black shield. 2 wounds. And the bike dies. Does it matter though? Does it matter? Ja, ta det sen. Spela. Okay. So Mikael goes up to 20 points. So now the the red knot has to move back.
Jojoing that dreadnought.
Yeah, the dreadnought jojoing is a very famous tactic. It's a part of the Swedish meta.
Yep.
Making dreadnoughts run back and forth between 2 objectives and doing the ABC.
Yep.
Always be charging. Baby's almost done with his turn. He has a little bit of shooting, I guess. No command points to interrupt. So
It's gonna be pretty straightforward combat then?
he realized that he has actually forgotten to place retrieve Nachman data in his lower left side. Yeah, that's not good. Two hits on. I'm really not certain what is shooting where.
Maybe it's the dread shooting the... But why make the charge harder?
I don't know. I think Bebe's doing a Bebe. That was happened when you go full Bebe. You start making things harder for yourself.
I mean, the Dreadnought has 5 attacks, so now he doesn't have to kill one of the models, but he gets like injured to longer charge.
Yeah. I don't know, we only need to kill 3, then he controls it again.
Yeah.
Because it counts as 2 models. Or is it even more with a vehicle? Is it 5 models for Custodes when they're a vehicle?
I don't know.
Yeah. He failed the charge. With the dread. Both are in. When Benjamin is complaining that he didn't get into the infiltrators with his dreadnought, and yeah, it's gonna be a problem for him because now the infiltrators can just keep on ABCing.
Yep. It looked so good until it looked so bad.
Yeah. And that Inquisitor is about to die. Okay, so was that finally the unit? Yeah, that was finally the unit. Yeah. Just shimmies onto the objective. No, Baby's done. He still has Stranglehold.
So he's maxing it.
No, now it's 12.
Yeah. So...
$36 in the primary. 55 total. $55 total for Bebe. Well, it's kind of a close game. 30 points difference, even if it would end now, which it doesn't, of course. That would give Bebe as much as... Oh my god, where is the page? There we go.
14-6 or something?
Yeah, 16-4 for Bebe. It's a good victory, but it could be better.
Yeah. I mean, as we said before, it's swingy with 4+.
Yeah, 4+ save is very, very swingy. And right now you pay a premium for the 4+ involves.
Yep.
Because the 4+ used to be 3-ups. And you're still paying the 3-up point cost, basically.
Yep.
But Custodes are good. They punch hard, punch a lot.
They're, in most regards, just a better marine.
Yeah, they are just better marines.
Sadly, but it looks like that for now at least.
Yeah, but the Space Marines will get a new codex soon-ish.
Hopefully.
Probably next year, or around Christmas.
Yep. Because Space Marines can't have a bad codex.
Well, it's not bad.
They're just subpar.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not Imperial Guard or Chaos bad.
Or Demons bad.
Or Demons. But they aren't much better than B tier.
Nah. They're not better than B tier. Not sure what they're doing now. They don't really have that many miniatures to move anymore.
Have they just clocked out mentally?
I think so.
Are the objectives sticky?
I think he wants to remove the banner.
Yeah. Get the guy with a piece of cloth on the stick.
Okay, so he moves, so he touches the objective, but he doesn't have it, because only the bike could touch it. But now he has a 7 in charge, and if he gets the charge, then he will also steal the objective. And he will steal the other objective. So maybe we'll get no more banners. But apart from the banner he raises on the opposite side.
Yep.
And the fun thing is, okay, he has something in Deep Strike, and he's placing it exactly on the objective, because you score at the end of the game every objective that you control on your opponent's side of the board.
Yep. What did he have you in Deep Strike?
Sist jag kollade upp det så kom vi fram till det. Så att jag antar det.
He was asking if the unit can hold more than one objective. They cannot.
They cannot. Per the time I looked at it last.
Yeah, the last time we checked it, they could not. 7 is in. He stole the banner. Kaboom.
This got very bloody.
And very turnaroundy. Because sure, now he controls the objectives. No more banners. But Bebe has already scored everything he needed to score, or could score basically. Killed 2 to the last units.
I mean, if he loses because he didn't Nachmund retrieve. Because he didn't retrieve Nachmund in his own, one of his own quarters.
Yeah, but can he catch up? Bebe is 30. Okay. If that was the two to the last units, then he gets 5 from the to the last.
Yeah.
Then he's up in 20, up to 25. He's still 20 points behind. The 30 points behind Bebe.
Yeah.
And Bebe's okay. Sure, he only controls 1 objective now, so he will not score anything on primary. That's bad. But at the end of the game, he will probably score all the objectives in his opponent's side, because he gets spread out now. And the same will be for him, because they will just tie each other on the...
Yeah.
But we will see.
Yeah, as I said a while ago, I think it would like over, but
Nah, it is not. It's not over. So we can't rest yet.
no, we can't. But
Because all of a sudden he controls 3 objectives, Bebe controls 1.
and they're playing turn 4.
Yeah, this was turn 4. Bebe has his last turn now. So he will basically get to move to the objectives. That's it. Everything hits, transhuman. 2 wounds. No damage. So he scores 6 points. Go up to 26. Yeah, we probably maximize the primary now because he. Raise banners. Bebe has maximized the primary. He has raised 2 banners. So we will score 15, I think. Okay, he's gonna try to charge the infiltrators, killing them from the objective. So he shoots with the Dreadnought into the infiltrators. He starts with the... Okay, the spear, finally. 2 hits. Four wounds with the heavy flamer. Normal boltish. 2 wounds. George. 10. 10, it's in. Bonk. Will he bonk him?
Well, he needs to kill 2.
3.
3. It's maybe someone that I can't see. But yeah, he needs to kill 3 with 5 attacks.
Mm. Five wounds. First is 5 wounds. Second one is also 5 wounds, so 1 dead. 2 deads. 6 wounds on this next one. 3 dead. And last one take 5 wounds. All of them dead.
Excellent.
Excellent. Not that I know how much that mattered, to be honest. No,
It helps.
yeah, now we can not score primary anymore.
Nope.
No, yeah, sure, he has one guy standing in the top left corner.
Yeah, sure.
So he will get 4.
Yep. But then it ain't enough.
I think they're counting points. Okay, he lands down, does retrieve data to score 8 in total. He's going for he wants to double check if one unit can hold 2 objectives. Beb is saying that the Death Watch lists were very meaty. It was really hard to go through it. And yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was like hitting a ton of bricks.
Yep.
Because like, if the game would continue, then he would probably win.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we're overruled. You can hold several objectives with one unit, but not with one model.
Okay.
Still need to hurry up. They only have 5 minutes. They just had news. The win rate in Poland for Harlequins is 96%.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. Stupid. Win percentage.
Yeah.
I think it will probably be the same here.
Not unlikely. Or at least around 80.
Yeah. We don't have that many players who play Harlequins either, so...
We got like 2 real Harlequin lists.
She dies. I think. They're counting the points right now. $32 on the primary for Deathwatch. For Mikael.
Du kommer få massor på Christmas. Vi kan bara räkna vad som är.
They're still counting the points.
We will soon have a winner, we hope. Unless hell freezes over.
Hell's already frozen over. It's pretty cold here. I'm freezing.
It's the thing about being up in Norrland? Or
that's why I moved away from this place. Way too cold. Way too dark.
just way.
Let's see. 82 for Benjamin. He's counting for like the 6th time.
But
Okay,
important.
it changed from 82 to 81. $56 for Micke, 81 for Bebe, 25 points difference, so it is a 14-6 for Bebe.
I said that.
Yep, you were correct. And there we have the handshake. Yep, it was a great game. And that is it for today, dear viewers. We will end the stream now, and he did as well. Yeah, he denied all the banners in the end, but the Bebe just put up 2 new banners on Micke's objectives. So it didn't really change that much. but Bebe was 1 point from scoring a 17-3, so
Yeah.
he really pulled back a few points there at the end. But as I said, we will stop the stream for today. We will be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock. The first game starts at 8:15. And, well, I hope to see you all then. Take care and see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.